Good morning. I'm so pleased to open this event marking 10 years of delivery of the Breaking the Cycle Trauma-Informed Recovery Programme for adult survivors of child abuse and domestic violence. I'm really sorry that I cannot be with you in person today, but I want to thank you all for attending and for your commitment to this vital work. As Victims Commissioner for England and Wales, the voice of victims is at the heart of everything that I do. The 2026 Victims Survey that I've launched will help capture those voices, showing where the system works, where it continues to fail, and what needs to change. I want to see a system that listens to victims and survivors, supports them effectively, and empowers them throughout their recovery. This is something I will continue to push for. While we have seen some progress, it's clear that there is still much further to do. The government has committed to implementing a number of the ICSA recommendations, and I've welcomed steps forward, such as the introduction of mandatory reporting duty. In 2025-26, the government is funding the CSA Centre to strengthen evidence-based training, improved joined-up local provision, double national support for adult survivors of child sex abuse, and expand mental health and therapeutic supports, with the aim of full coverage by 2029-2030. But pace and delivery remain critical. I continue to press for swifter action, particularly where reform has stalled. I share your frustrations at the lack of progress on recommendations relating to the Criminal Injuries Compensation Authority, including the disregard of consultation responses, and I will continue to push for longer application time limits and the removal of the unspent convictions rule. Recovery from trauma takes time, and sustained support is needed. It is not a linear process. Services must be available when people are ready to engage and for as long as they want to engage. Yet many of our services are under significant funding pressure, despite rising demand, putting at risk the holistic therapeutic support services truly value, and leaving too many victims and survivors facing unacceptably long waiting lists. With forthcoming policing reform, there's an opportunity to reshape commissioning. The government's committed to reforming how services are commissioned through the Violence Against Women and Girls strategy. But this must translate into more sustainable, outcome-focused support for survivors. We must also look beyond the criminal justice system. I remain very concerned about how child sexual abuse is addressed in the family courts, including the lack of data and oversight. And I've commissioned a literature review and will continue to press for fundamental reform, including scrutiny of unregulated experts who are appointed by the family courts and play quite a critical role in the removal of children from protective parents. We must also confront the growing shift of child sex abuse into the online space. Referrals from the National Crime Agency to police forces for online child sex abuse rose by 66% in a single year. And recent inspections raised serious concerns about consistency, supervision, and the management of suspects, and failures that can allow harm to continue unchallenged and unchecked. Taken together, this underlines a simple truth. If we are serious about victim recovery, we must move beyond short-term crisis responses and commit to sustainable, holistic, trauma-informed pathways that embed statutory accountability, focus on long-term outcomes, and give adult survivors of child sex abuse real and lasting visibility and support, ensuring systems are there for them for as long as recovery takes. I really hope you have a brilliant day today. And again, sorry I cannot be with you. And I want to say a huge thank you to Chris Tuck. We've worked together for well over 10 years now. And I want to say a big thank you to her for all her hard work and her resilience and determination to improve understanding of trauma and the support to survivors and victims. Thank you.